Well, one of the things I noticed in this reading was when Johannes and his grandmother went to, or his grandmother was introducing Johannes to the Smiths, that the parents were a lot more humanly to Johannes than Clyde was. I'm just wondering, like, what you guys think about that, and why do you think that Clyde is so hostile towards Johannes?
I think that, Clyde, okay, basically it was, as Rainier was saying, it's like the society that he lives in, and like the influence of his peers have like a major effect on how he acts towards, like, basically how he acts towards Johannes, and I think that the parents, like, they're very, they consider themselves to be lucky, and they kind of have seen, like, these kids that come from the slums and, like, the terrible situations that they're in, and they really want to, like, do their best to make them have a better life and more favorable life. But I think that the young kids haven't seen it. They've only heard things from their peers and experienced racism, and that's why they're so, like, unaccepting.
Yeah, I actually found like a quote on page 90, yeah, or 190, where it was first when he was going to play with Clyde or whatever, and he goes there and, like, Clyde, like, right off the bat, without even, like, meeting him, says, like, I don't play with Kafirs, and school just said we shouldn't. So, I mean, I feel like you can almost relate it back to, like, you know, the discussions we've had earlier in Mr. Simon's class, you know, like, nature versus nurture. Like, if he hadn't been going to these all-white schools where they were, you know, almost, like, drilling it into their mind, like, that they should be, like, segregated and they shouldn't have, like, you know, equal rights and stuff, like, would it be different, do you guys think, or would it be the same? Do you think that, you know, because that generation was part of the generation that had to kind of make that transition a little later into, like, abolishing the apartheid. So do you guys think that if they hadn't gone to these, like, do you think it was the schools, the all-white schools, that kind of drilled the ideas in them further?
I think that they've been indoctrinated into the society where that is the mentality of everyone they come across. And I mean, it's partly to do with ignorance, and it's partly to do with just, like, what they are told, because, you know, anytime anything bad happens to them, it's not the government's fault or the white people's fault, it's the black people's fault because they did something, or the only thing they know is that the black people, like, they're under the impression that their government and them as white people are trying to help the black people, so they've kind of been told over and over again that they are the good guys, and so that ignorance is kind of what led to the mentalities of the kids like Clyde.
Well, right below that, after he calls, after Clyde says something, he says, I don't play with Kafirs, right? Under that, it's Clyde's mother says, watch your filthy mouth, Clyde, Miss Smith said, blushing crimson. I thought I told you a million times to read that rubbish about Kafirs in the classroom. And so there she kind of brushes away the idea that it's not, like, his attitude towards black people isn't, like, wrong. She just says it's, like, the wrong time and wrong place to say that, but you can still have that attitude. And then I think that's, like, the main reason it's, like, Clyde's so unaccepting towards them, because he's been taught that since he's, like, been super young, and maybe his mother's seen more than he has, and she's kind of accepted that they're maybe not the highest ranked socially, and, like, she doesn't believe that they're equal, but she believes they're more equal than Clyde thinks. And so Clyde kind of has the mentality that they're lesser and I can treat them like that. Well, Miss Smith actually kind of has more respect for them than Clyde does.
Yeah, I mean, it almost directly, like, you know, addresses the kind of nature versus nurture kind of thing, because, you know, his, like, Mrs. Smith or whatever, she was, you know, almost telling him, like, you know, she says, like, I told you to leave that in the classroom, like, basically saying that, like, the way she raised him was, like, almost, like, not as, you know, radical, that they were teaching in the classrooms. And it seems like she was almost like unhappy with it, you know, that rubbish that they were learning in the classrooms, that like she was trying to get him to change almost, but the classroom, what he's around more in his life is probably in school, because he goes to school every day, so he's learning more about, you know, he's being nurtured more about, you know, the apartheid like system than anything else, so that's kind of what's making it.